Hi guys! So I was tagged by 5-star Usopp for this One Piece tag. Thank you again for the tag. And I'm gonna go through all 21 reasons of why I love One Piece.
Who's your favorite character and why? Who's your favorite villain and why?
I'm actually gonna say Captain Kuro. I had a huge crush on this man. I don't know why. Honestly, why he's my favorite villain, I think it was just because he was just so suave and evil. Even though there's like a lot of other characters like that, I don't know, he was just very sneaky. And for some reason he makes me think of Mr. Deeds with the sneaky butler, and it makes me cackle once in a while. And I love cats.
What's your favorite quote or statement?
I'm gonna have to say my favorite quote, even though it's probably been used so many times, is when Robin yells at her crew, "I want to live and take me out to sea with you." Because I love Robin. A character that doesn't show a whole lot of emotion and actually like starts bawling her eyes out and shows that she actually cares. That was just so fucking touching to me.
Who's your favorite female character?
Robin.
What's your favorite fight?
Luffy versus Eneru. Mostly because I love the ending, how he busted his ass right through that bell and he was shouting, "Let them hear it." And in the background, you just hear, "Do you hear it? It's the city of gold." It just gave me goosebumps watching that fight, and I love it.
What's your favorite episode?
Episode 396, where Cammy was being auctioned off. This episode addressed a ton of important topics. Discrimination towards mermaids and fishmen, slavery and auctioning off people, and being a bystander and doing absolutely nothing. Hachi was shot in front of hundreds of people, and no one did a single damn thing. Except Luffy, who punched that motherfucker so hard he turned back into line art. Even though this episode talked about some really touchy subjects, it's the kind of stuff that needs to be brought to people's attention.
What's your favorite One Piece opening?
5 or 14. But honestly, who can beat the 4Kids opening? That opening is the shit.
What's your favorite movie or special?
For right now, I'm gonna say Strong World. I love how it was basically all about Nami and trying to get her back. Because Nami is just so precious to Luffy. And I will say for Strong World, my most favorite part would have to be the end, where Luffy and Nami are just bickering, and he's like, "Well, what did the rest of the message say?" And Nami's like, "Fuck you, you don't need to know what the rest of the message is." And it was just something so sentimental, I guess, between like their relationship, that she's acting as though, "Don't come save me, you would be wasting your life if you came to save me." And then at the very end, she kind of whispers, "Definitely come save me." It's so fucking cute, I can't!
What's your favorite arc in One Piece?
Water 7, hands down. I love that arc. Frankie gets introduced, all about Robin, who's like one of my favorite characters. Heartbreaking moments, unfortunately, with Usopp and the Going Merry. It was just so emotional. It was so good.
What's your favorite One Piece video game?
Unlimited World Red.
If you were in the One Piece universe, whose crew would you join and why?
Who do you think?
What is the saddest One Piece moment?
Robin's passed. I'm sure I'm not the first one to admit this, but I cried like a fucking baby. She was sailing away from the whole island burning down, and she was trying to laugh, even though death was like all around her. That poor fucking child was still trying to laugh. And it ripped my heart out and threw it against that goddamn wall.
What is the most shocking moment of One Piece?
Ace. But it shocked me in a different way than most people. Because when I stopped watching One Piece for a little while, and then I got back on board, I got spoiled. I did not know that Ace died. So a lovely Google image search ruined it for me. And I didn't even know where to begin. I had so many fucking questions.
What is the funniest One Piece moment? And who is the funniest character?
Funniest character is obviously Brooke. Sub and dub. The most funniest fucking scene is in the Thriller bark. And it's when he's going into the kitchen and he finds milk. And he throws the biggest shit fit conniption of joy that I have ever seen. He's so enthusiastic over fucking milk. Like, I watched this in sub and dub. If you have not watched it in dub, you need to go right now. Pause this video. Pause this fucking video and go right now and watch that scene. It is so fucking funny. Legitimately had me in tears.
What is the most memorable moment?
I'm gonna have to say when Usopp and Luffy made up. It was already bad enough that they split up. And to me that showed the Straw Hats can split up. It is possible for fights to happen and friendships to end. But it was so precious of how they made up. Basically, Usopp running towards the beach and yelling for his crew that's already on the ship, and it was really emotional too, because he was acting as though nothing had happened and figured that they would take him back, but they actually wanted him to man up and apologize, and it just turns into a weeping fest, and they end up taking him back, obviously, but it just shows friendships can end, but they can also be repaired.
What is your favorite ability?
I'm kind of stuck between Robin and Apu. I've always liked Robin's ability, even when I was younger. I just loved how the blossoms would come out, even when, like, her hand would, like, appear. And to be so far away and just have a hand pop out and just bitch slap somebody would be really nice. And Apu's, it's like, your fighting technique is with music. Like, you can turn anything on your body or probably around you into musical instruments or just battling with music notes. That's so fucking cool.
Do you own any One Piece merchandise?
Yes.
Subbed or dub?
I actually like both. I just got into subs maybe like 2.5 years ago, mostly because Law got involved. But I was always into dubs since high school. I can't tell you when I stopped watching 4Kids, because that was devastating when they stopped dubbing for that. That English dubbing was a blessing.
What is the number one thing you like most about One Piece?
I know this is gonna sound really fucking corny, but I'm so emotionally attached to this show. It's like I grew a relationship with these characters or something. I don't know how to explain it. Like watching Fam. I've been watching this show since I was 13, and I'm 25 now.
What's the number one thing you hate most about One Piece?
The Bobbies. And I'm gonna say this hate probably heightened a little bit around the Dressrosa arc, because when Rebecca came in and she was 16 years old, and they gave her them titties, it was like, no. She's 16. She's too young. But it also goes for men too. What man has a 12-pack?
Does One Piece take your number one spot in your top 10?
But of course. I guess this is the part where I start tagging other One Piece channels. So I tag Mad Valkyrie, Roger's Base, Manga Bros, and Sawyer7 Mage. That's it. That's the video. And that concludes the One Piece tag. Good night.